So, good morning. This is the fifth video of this chapter, that is acid, bases and salt. So, already in all the previous video we have discussed about the acid and bases, their indicators, how we can distinguish between acid and bases. Then we have studied about the concept of acid and its classification, and also the concept of base and its classification. So, in this video we will discuss about the chemical properties of acid. So, good morning to all. So, let us start this chapter or this topic, that is chemical properties of acid. So, first of all, what is chemical property or what is chemical reaction? Chemical reaction means whenever two substance or a single or more than a single reactant reacts to give a new substance, whose property is totally different from the reactant, is known as chemical reaction. Means whatever the new substance we are getting, their chemical properties are completely different from the chemical properties of the reactant, and that is called as the chemical reaction or the chemical change. Clear? So, in class 9 also you have studied about chemical change. So, you know about what is chemical change and what is chemical reaction. So, in this chapter we will discuss about the chemical properties of acid. So, let us start. Number one, reaction with active metals. Reaction with active metals. So, first is the reaction with active metals. In the previous chapter, that is the chapter 1, we have already studied about the reactivity series. So, in the reactivity series, the elements or the metals are arranged in the decreasing order of their reactivity, In that, some of the elements are highly reactive, some of the elements are moderately reactive, and some of the elements or metals are there which are least reactive. So, I am talking about active metal, means most reactive metals. For example, sodium and potassium. So, these are highly reactive metals, sodium and potassium. So, what is the reaction of acid? Reaction of acid with this active metal. So, here it is quite clear that active metals vigorously reacts with acids with an explosion. With explosion means highly exothermic. So, we know that these metals are highly reactive. So, whenever they are reacts with the acid, they are vigorously reacts with the acid and it with some explosion. Means tremendous amount of heat is released. So, that is why these metals are tremendously reactive with the acid, even with the dilute acid. Clear? So, this is the first property, chemical property of acid, that acid reacts with the active metals vigorously with explosion, even with dilute acid. Number 2, reaction with moderate elements. Moderately reactive metals. So, second property is the reaction with moderately reactive metals. This is the reaction with active metals. This is the reaction with moderately reactive metals. So what is the reaction with the moderately reactive metals? So let's see. For example, when it is reacts with zinc plus HCl, zinc plus HCl, what happened? It gives ZnCl2 plus H2, ZnCl2 plus H2. So moderately reactive elements like zinc, when reacts with the what? Acid HCl, it gives zinc chloride plus hydrogen gas, So what is the characteristics? That whenever the metal reacts with acid, it liberates hydrogen gas. This is one of the characteristics, that it liberates H2 gas, hydrogen gas. This is one of the characteristics of this property, that whenever moderately reactive acids react with the moderately reactive metals reacts with the acid, it gives salt plus hydrogen gas. The main property is liberates the hydrogen gas and it gives the salt. Similarly, another example, Fe, iron. It is also a moderately reactive element or moderately reactive metal. So Fe, when reacts with the HCl, it gives FeCl2 plus H2. Same, salt plus hydrogen. Here also it liberates hydrogen gas and it gives the salt. So what we can say, that whenever acid reacts with the metals, or we can write acid plus metal gives salt plus H2 gas, and this is the general equation of the reaction of acid with metal, So whenever the acid reacts with metal, it gives salt plus hydrogen gas, and that is the important characteristics of the reaction of metal with acid, that it liberates hydrogen gas. And how can we determine the hydrogen gas? Many times in board exams, the question is given, a gas will liberate that having a pop sound, that burns with a pop sound. A gas that liberates burned with a pop sound. So pop sound it is the characteristics of hydrogen gas. It produces pop sound during burning. So that is an important characteristics of hydrogen gas, that it burns with a pop sound. So in this way we can determine that there will be the release of hydrogen gas. In next video I will show you by one activity how the hydrogen gas is liberating. I will show you, but remember, acid when reacts with metal, it gives salt plus hydrogen gas, and hydrogen gas having a characteristic that it burns with a pop sound. Clear? So this is the second property, that is reaction of acid with moderately reactive metals. Third, we will see reaction with bases. So the third property is reaction with bases, and this reaction is also called as neutralization reaction. Neutralization reaction means how the acids reacts with the bases. Remember, here we are talking about the chemical property of acid, so I will not write what is the compound. Here I am writing reaction with bases means reaction of acid with bases. Clear? So since we are discussing about the chemical property of acid, that's why we are not writing again and again the acid. So simply I have written here reaction with bases, how the acid reacts with bases. So this reaction is called as neutralization reaction. This reaction is known as neutralization reaction. So what is neutralization reaction? Whenever acid reacts with bases, remember the important characteristics is that it gives salt, just like here we are getting salt, here also we will get salt. But what is the difference between this one and this one? Here the byproduct we will get as water, here the byproduct we will get is water. Okay, so whenever the acid and bases reacts with, whenever acid and bases reacts, they give salt plus water. Okay, so water is the important characteristics of the neutralization reaction. In the neutralization reaction, in the byproduct we will get the water. Okay, now the question is, why this is called as the neutralization reaction? Because generally we know that salt means neutral. Salt means neutral. Okay, so it is called as neutralization reaction. But all the salts are not neutral salt. All the salts are not neutral salt. Clear? All the salts are not neutral salt. Then why it is called as the neutralization reaction? See, if acid, in the previous videos I have told you, acid are of two types, strong acid, weak acid. So if there is strong acid and weak base, strong acid, weak base, the salt will be acidic in nature. Okay, if in the neutralization reaction acid is a strong acid and base is a weak base, then the salt is acidic in nature. The salt will be acidic in nature. So it is acidic in nature. But if the acid is weak, weak acid is there and strong base is there, then it gives basic salt. Then it gives basic salt. Whenever weak acid and strong base is there. Only when there is strong acid and strong base, then only we are getting neutral salt. Now you will ask, what about weak acid, weak base? Weak acid, weak base, they do not able to dissociate. That's why this is unknown. Weak acid and weak base, they cannot dissociate and form the salt. That's why this we can't say exactly whether it is acidic, basic or neutral. But in case of strong acid and strong base, it gives a neutral salt. Clear? So now, why this is called as the neutralization reaction? Here we can see some are acidic salt, some are basic salt, some are neutral salt. Then why we are calling it as a neutralization reaction? The fundamental is very simple, that whenever acid and bases are react to each other, they just nullify the charge of each other. They just nullify or neutralize the charge of each other and form salt. That's why we are called it as a neutral salt. That's why we are called it as a neutralization reaction. Not neutral salt, it is called as neutralization reaction. Once again I am repeating, whenever acid and bases are reacting to each other, they nullify or neutralize the charge of each other. That's why this is called as neutralization reaction. Clear? It is not like that always we will get a neutral salt. We may get acidic salt, we may get basic salt. But due to the nullify of the charge by the acid and bases, this is called as neutralization reaction. Clear? So this is the third chemical property of acid. Next. Fourth property, reaction with metal carbonates and bicarbonates. Metal carbonates and bicarbonates. So what is the reaction when there will be carbonates, metal carbonates or metal bicarbonate will be present. Means what is the action of acid with metal carbonates and bicarbonates? So what do you mean by metal carbonates and bicarbonates? Remember, whenever there is CO3 2 minus, this polyatomic ion is there. Whenever this CO3 2 minus is there, this is called as carbonate. This is called as carbonate. And whenever there is HCO3 minus, SCO3 minus, this is called as bicarbonates or hydrogen carbonate. Bicarbonate or hydrogen carbonate. So whenever there is CO3 2 minus, this is called as carbonate, and whenever HCO3 minus is there, this is called as bicarbonate or hydrogen carbonate or the hydrogen carbonate. So that's why here we can say that metal carbonates, if any metal is attached to it, then it is called as the metal carbonate. If any metal is there, metal bicarbonate. Clear? So whenever carbonate or hydrogen carbonate ion is there, then it is called as carbonates and bicarbonates. So what is the reaction? First of all, if we will take the HCl plus by any sodium carbonate, any metal carbonate, if you will take sodium carbonate Na2CO3. So what will be the reaction? The reaction will be NaCl plus H2O plus CO2. In HCl, when reacts with Na2CO3, gives NaCl, that is salt, plus water plus carbon dioxide. So the important characteristic of this reaction is that it liberates carbon dioxide gas. It liberates carbon dioxide gas. Now, many times in the board exam, some characteristics of carbon dioxide will be given to you. It is not told that it is carbon dioxide. It is told that a gas is liberated which turns lime water milky. Turns lime water milky. Lime water milky. Turns lime water milky. It means that gas is carbon dioxide gas. So whenever the gas liberated turns the lime water milky, that gas is called as what? Carbon dioxide gas. Clear? So what is the important characteristics of carbon dioxide gas? That it turns the lime water milky. Lime water milky. Okay. So what is the important characteristics of this reaction? Reaction with metal carbonate and bicarbonate, that it liberates carbon dioxide gas. Similarly, when this reacts with hydrogen carbonate, NaHCO3, HCl plus NaHCO3, at that time also the product is same, that is salt NaCl plus water plus carbon dioxide. So here also it liberates carbon dioxide. So whenever metal carbonate or bicarbonate is there, bicarbonate reacts with acid, it gives salt plus water plus carbon dioxide. So this is the general equation of reaction of metal carbonate bicarbonate with acid, with metal carbonate bicarbonate with acid. And what is the the features of this reaction? It liberates carbon dioxide. In the first case I have told you it liberates hydrogen gas. In second case I have told you it liberates water molecule. So in this reaction it produces what? It produces the carbon dioxide. It produces the carbon dioxide. Clear? It produces the carbon dioxide. So now we will go to the fifth property. We will go to the fifth property. Fifth property, that is reaction with reaction with sulfides and bisulfides. Reaction with sulfides and bisulfides. So generally students are having confusion among sulfite and bisulfite, okay, or having confusion with sulfite, sulfate, sulfide. There are three things are there. First is the sulfate. So sulfate is written as SO4 2 minus. When we are writing sulfite, it is SO3 2 minus, and when there is sulfide, it is S2 minus. Sulfide, it is S2 minus. Clear? If ATE is there, ATE4, SO4. If ITE, SO3. If IDE, then S2 minus. So this is the difference between sulfate, sulfite and sulfide. Clear? Now there is no doubt between sulfate and sulfite. Sulfite means SO3 2 minus ion. Okay. So what is the reaction with the sulfites? Suppose HCl is there. When it reacts with the sodium sulfite, Na2SO3. Okay, sodium sulfite. What will be the reaction? The reaction will be salt, that is NaCl plus water H2O plus sulfur dioxide. So here what is the property? That it gives the sulfur dioxide. Here the feature, just like here the carbon dioxide is the feature of this reaction. Here the important feature is the liberation of sulfur dioxide gas. Okay, so sulfur dioxide gas will be liberated. Clear? So this is the important feature, that whenever the acid reacts with the sulfide, it liberates sulfur dioxide gas. So similarly, if acid reacts with the sodium sulfite, NaHSO3, sodium bisulfite also the same reaction, that is NaCl plus H2O plus sulfur dioxide. So what is the common feature? That whenever acid reacts with sulfite or bisulfite, it will give sulfur dioxide as a byproduct. Clear to all? Okay. Next, sixth property. We will discuss about the sixth property. Reaction with sulfides. Means how the acid reacts with the sulfides. Okay, so suppose there is a HCl gas plus ZNS, zinc sulfide we are taking zinc sulfide, ZNS. So what happened? It gives zinc chloride, ZnCl2, salt plus H2S gas. So here what is the thing? Acid when reacts with the sulfides, metal sulfides, what it will give? It will give salt plus H2S gas, and it can be identified because it having a rotten egg like smell. Rotten egg smell. The H2S gas having rotten egg smell. So by this property we can identify the H2S gas. So the reaction is same. Whenever acid reacts with metal sulfide, it gives salt plus hydrogen sulfide, and hydrogen sulfide can be identified by its characteristic rotten egg like smell. So this is the sixth chemical property of the acid. And last this is an exceptional cases. Exceptional case 1 is there. 8 number, reaction with chlorides. Reaction with chlorides. Reaction with chlorides. Okay. So reaction with chloride, only it will react with chlorine. Okay, and some special conditions are there, then only it will react, otherwise it will not react, Chloride, I have not written chlorine, I have written chloride, means salt of some chlorine, for example NaCl, sodium chloride. So this type of, only the chloride, not fluoride, not bromide, not iodide, I am talking about chloride. Chloride specifically reacts only with concentrated H2SO4, none other acid, only concentrated H2SO4, because concentrated H2SO4 and this chloride, this can somehow react but other cannot react, because we know that the chlorine is a non-metal, and non-metal when reacts it gives acidic salt. Non-metals generally what happen, they are giving acidic in nature, non-metals. So non-metals cannot react with the acid cannot react, that, but only in this case the chloride will react with the sulfuric acid, concentrated sulfuric acid. So what happen, whenever the sodium chloride is treated with concentrated H2SO4 above 200 degree Celsius, what it gives? It gives sodium hydrogen sulfide plus HCl. It gives sodium hydrogen sulfide plus HCl. Okay. So this is the only reaction of chloride with concentrated H2SO4 above 200 degree centigrade, where it gives sodium hydrogen sulfide. Clear? So this is all about the chemical properties of acid. Thank you and have a nice day.